Sorry to cut you off, bro,
It's all
but
good.
there's like some new advancements in like quantum computing. And to be completely like speaking of Satoshi and stuff, like, I don't think Satoshi was planning for quantum computing. And like, there's kind of some warning flags that are kind of being risen lately with quantum and the ability to basically like brute force private keys. And the Bitcoin bros are kind of like just ignoring it. So I'm very curious to see what happens since we're, since I'm like so all in on AI, then obviously I can't really ignore like quantum computing and stuff like that. And so I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that maybe at the end of the day there will be like the quantum resistant tokens that
Hmm.
may actually end up winning. Like Bitcoin might, this isn't a prediction, but there's a non-zero chance that Bitcoin will go to zero, not because it's a shit coin, but because it's just simply not quantum resistant. And so Ethereum and things like that, which they have the ability to make more changes to the network than Bitcoin can. So yeah, just
That
a
would
little
be
sidebar there. I
nuts.
think it's something that people are ignoring. So don't ignore that.
No, absolutely not. So actually, that's a quick one final segue here before we jump into our conversation today. Well, excuse me. I've actually been in talks with a team who's trying to develop a quantum proof system here. It's not Tectum. It's actually a different one. And they've been hoping to connect for a space or something like that here. So maybe we'll chat behind the scenes and we can get them on one of our live streams or traditional Web3 Matters space for old time's sake here. That could be a lot of fun. Dive into that a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely be down to do a space with them. I'm curious because like these quantum resistant folks that are like building projects like this, like they're getting ignored right now. But
Mm.
they're getting ignored because crypto bros are ignoring the real risks that quantum might bring because
Yeah.
they don't want to stop the party. Obviously, like
No.
Quantum said, the market's in the shitter. Like there is really no party going on, but there will be eventually again, and they don't want it to stop, and so they're going to continue to ignore this shit. So people like that, they deserve a stage. So I would love to connect with them, man.
I love it.
Yeah, I
I love
think
it.
I think we're sorry. I think we're gonna cover what happens with the quantum thing in more detail, perhaps next week or the subsequent one. I first need to go and check out with Bitcoin developers, really, which are the people that are going to give you the more real answer right now. Bottom line, there will need to be an upgrade, and this goes for all blockchains to become quantum resistant. I think there are some that are already there. I think that the most notable case perhaps is Zcash. But bottom line, if you really want to know what's happening and what are the risks, you really need to talk with the devs first because the rest is mostly speculation. Even what Google did is, it's a rough math calculation. Probably is true though that the quantum threat is here and it's going to happen like in a period of time that is much shorter than what people initially anticipated. And with AI going parabolic, this risk only becomes bigger and bigger. So this is going to happen. Yeah.
Wow.